Howdy, folks, and welcome back to Fate Extra Caster New Game Plus. We're continuing round 2, day 3. I'm actually recording this directly after the last episode. But anyways, let's get going to the first floor here. As I set foot in the first floor foyer, a sudden chill runs through me and freezes me in place. Master, you've just been marked for death. Don't even breathe until I tell you to. Although appreciated, I don't need Caster's warning to know that someone is approaching me. There's no doubt that I am being stalked by a servant. Here's the plan. When I give you the signal, run. Escape into the arena. I try to calm down and prepare for action as Caster and I make eye contact. On 1, 2, 3. Now! Second Chimeric Lunar Sea, first floor. What is justice, and at the cost of whose pride? Together, Caster and I make a mad scramble for the arena entrance. If we've come this far, maybe... I want to let you rest faster, but this guy won't go away. Aha! Aha! He's shadowing us because we'll retaliate in a fair fight. It seems he knows his place. Let's find a wide open place and crush him to smithereens. Let's show him our true nature, true power. Let the hunt begin. Oh yeah, move speed. Then he won't catch us, because we'll be too fast. And I do remember that we already got today's level up last episode, because we got an extra level up. So we don't need to worry about experience for today. We'll still probably kill 1 or 2 things though, before we hit the exit cutscene or whatever. Go around and round the merry-go-round we go. Here we go, wide open area. I'm on full alert. A voice screams inside my head that I have to keep running, but I can't. Were we able to get away? So, called that. Thanks for being such an easy to read master. Whatcha? Boink. What a big idiot you are to try hitting my master with such a slow arrow. Caster blocked the arrow that had been aimed at us the moment we entered the arena. Or so I thought. Sharp pain. When I look, I see a small gash in my arm. It makes me nauseous. More nauseous than seeing a small wound like that would warrant. Caster stopped the surprise attack. While I was focused on running away, there was a second arrow. Oh, I'm so sorry, Master. Wait, I smell poison. The enemy's a shameless archer. I struggle to stay conscious as the poison starts to course through my system. Whoever that servant is, they landed a really good shot. There's no doubt that the enemy is an archer. What good is knowing that going to do me if I die? Before the poison spreads, I have to retreat to a safer place. Matrix, level 1. Enjoy your final breaths. Let's review information matrix. Anti-magic D, and Independence A. He can remain independent for up to a full week after his master is defeated. Because normally servants survive with a supply of magic from their master. How'd you make it, bastard? Because I can run fast. We finally made it to the exit. Archer's poison pretty much paralyzed me. It took all of my strength just to stay conscious. Let's hurry back, while I can still move my legs. Return to campus? Yes. When we managed to survive the day, my dear master. Oh, are you okay, master? Does it hurt? Do you feel ill? Can you still move around okay? Oh, it's all my fault for being such a worthless servant. You should never ever forgive me, master. But I'm still really happy that it's not too serious. The poison will go away by tomorrow. Just to be careful, let's go to the nurse's office tomorrow and get you some tender, loving care. This servant is pretty smart to use poison arrows, so they're an archer. Oh, how annoying. I'll pay back the injury done to my master 100-fold. Servant status 1. Save progress. Just in case, I'll get checked out at the nurse's office. If nothing else, I'll worry less afterward. This is a vaccine, a toxin from the yew tree. It's quite a terrifying natural poison. I don't know how much of it I can treat with my abilities, but I'll do what I can. But you can't let this happen to you again. You only have one body, okay? Treat it well. Sakura Mario administers a detox treatment to me on a bed in the nurse's office. She must be giving me treatment because it was inflicted outside the elimination battles. While I dwell on that thought, the doors to the nurse's office open, admitting a surprise visitor. The unexpected caller is my enemy master. I try to ready myself, but I have no strength to call upon. However, his actions greatly betray my expectations. I have destroyed the noble phantasm, the source of the poisoned arrows. Their effects should dissipate. Please accept this token of my apology, if only to humor me. What does this man standing by my bed mean that he disabled this noble phantasm? And, Archer, I am disappointed in your use of underhanded tactics, loosed without my permission. To break the sovereign rules of the battlefield is to sunder the fabric of your character. This war is between individuals, not countries. There is no longer any need to resort to savagery. A quiet confession. There's something unshakable about the conviction. There's something unshakable about the conviction underlying those solemn words. I'm gonna pause for a second here. Okay, I am back. It's been like almost half an hour probably. Well, I got to talking with my sister for a while there. Quiet conviction, there's something unshakable about the conviction underlying those solemn... Quiet confession. Conviction. Archer, your master, Dan Blackmore, commands you with the force of a command seal. I hereby prohibit any attacks on enemy masters with your U-bow while on campus. What? Are you crazy, boss? I thought you wanted this to be an easy win. Something I don't think I've actually taken notice of before is that he specifies attacks with your U-bow while on campus. Because Archer was trying to attack us in the school yesterday. And if you run out to the open field, the running track in front of the school, then you will just instantly die. Archer will shoot you dead. But yeah, because in the elimination battle, he does use the U-bow. But okay, yeah, this makes more sense. He's saying not on campus. Anyway, there's a command suit. Of course, and I will not lose. My victory is the natural outcome of the situation. However, Archer, I speak only to my own resolve. My fight and yours are separate. There are circumstances in which we may not win. My victory is not the same as yours. The command seals. The 3 absolute commands that a master may give their servant. Astonishingly, this old knight in front of me just used one of his command seals to force his own servant to fight fairly. Please understand that my servant acted improperly and against my deepest wishes. I intend to grasp victory only on the battlefield proper. I hope you can forgive this incident. That said, Dan turns around and walks off. Matrix. Level 2. Enemy servant info obtained. Did you hear that? The old guy leaked the name of his servant's noble phantasm, Master. He even used one of his command seals, and is getting a penalty for the sneak attack, too. He's scary determined, but even Moss can overcome a rock. Kinda like love can conquer all. What a bother. Evening. An electronic chiming sounds from my terminal. Secondary Cipher Key has been generated. Second trigger has appeared. I need to find it before the elimination battle begins. Better head to the arena. Archer. U-bow. Holy bow of supplication. Blah blah blah. It's Celtic. Make a U-bow sacred. Wood used to make the U-bow made from the yew tree. Blah blah blah. Oh, it was only like 2 seconds for you guys, but I gotta actually get my head back in the game here and remember exactly where we were and all that. Nothing new for Caster. And it is day 4. Okay. So yeah, we can probably we'll get to day 5, possibly day 6, unknown. We'll see how the time plays out. About the U-bow. Short bow made from yew, considered sacred by the Celts, blah 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 blah. Ronnie is still gonna be like, hey, come back on day 5. Rin's not there. We'll go say hi to Ronnie anyways. You have a relic. Please let me see. This is sufficient. Actually, we do the stars on the 5th day. Taiga. My persimmon goes in your arena after all. I can finally share this with her. Just remembered something. How can a student ask for help? Sure, why not? One of the students dropped their glasses in the arena. They dropped to the bottom of the arena's 2nd floor. Good. 2nd floor. The arena entrance. Oh yeah, I think we got the alert earlier in one of the cutscenes that the 2nd floor generated. But anyways, we got the information and we got Archer's arrow pieces. So we should be good to go to the arena. I just forgot that the 2nd floor was already made. 2nd floor. Glory of the night-shrouded world, and the filed faces here. What is justice and at the cost of whose pride? Ah, so this place. AKA the entire continent of Europe, basically. This stupidly large, flat area. And I'm assuming this is the one I'm thinking of. You still seem really awkward. You're seriously unreliable. No, I'm not trying to insult you. I actually find it all endearing. We'll go around the outer edges first. Beat stuff up along the way. Swindle. There we go. And yeah, I believe we are all caught up on leveling up for now, so we are supposed to be getting a level today. And let's see, so Yeah, 6 times 3 would be 18. So, yeah. We'll go on the outer edge. But yeah, we might use our skill points after today. Just so we can kill these guys faster. Oh yeah, have we started leveling up magic yet? I'll check. No, we have not. It's still at the base level. Oh yeah, we haven't actually maxed out the strength to C rank yet. So that's another thing. We still gotta put a couple points in the strength, then we can dump everything into magic. Actually, something that would be interesting that I might try is I could try only upping the strength a couple points to C rank and then see how much that actually boosts our damage to these guys. Because right now my attacks are doing from around 110 to 140. The bull attacks counterclockwise, EXE horn. These things are damage sponges though, which sort of balances out their simple pattern. And the higher level ones start mixing in attack skills as well, and also doing clockwise in addition to counterclockwise. Activate the switch. I don't think there are any times, in this game at least, where activating a switch is not something you're supposed to do. I think there's never a direct downside to activating a switch. That building must play a role somehow. Ah, the influence of the Western world. Buildings. Treasure box, ether shard. B. Yeah, I'd say there are two main things that you can start to notice about these enemies. There's the important thing, which is their pattern, which is the exact way they position their attacks and all that. And then there's something that I use personally, which is their tendencies. I don't really remember the patterns of the crocodiles, but I know they have a tendency to use the attack command very frequently. So I know that I can get by pretty fine just by defending against the crocodiles since they use the attack command frequently. Compared to the EXE horn here, where I know its pattern. So having even just one piece of info can tell me its whole pattern. And then with the bees, I'm still pretty blank on. It seems like they have a tendency to use both attack and break pretty evenly. But even still, they, I think, use guard every once in a while, so... I love... Oh yeah. It's guard, break, attack, guard, break, attack. But yeah, so with the bees, they barely ever actually use guard. They still use it, I think, once in a while, but not very frequently at all. So I just use attack, because attack beats break, and attack is even with attack. Versus break, which is even with break and loses against attack, it's definitely bad. And then using guard wins against attack, but is lost against break. Level 13, 307, 678 HP, 208 MP, 12 skill points. Master, you're just so cool. And then that up ramp, I believe, leads to the trigger or whatever. I think possibly because we haven't been using our stat points, Aster keeps identifying all these enemies as being stupidly tough, because she keeps warning about the danger of them, when they're not actually that bad. A lot of that is because I know the patterns and tendencies of most of these, so we're able to handle them just fine. But, yeah. Fortune Key. We'll head back there in a second. I just want to grab that little blip. There we go. And we can touch this one. Ether Fragment. Then beat up some fish bites. And beat up this fish bite. On my first run through these floors, it feels satisfying to defeat every enemy at least once. Oh baby, it's a triple, and pop him on the head. Oh yeah, so I managed to finish AI the Somnium Files and have started Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. I had the original SMT5, but I only got a tiny bit into the game. And then Vengeance came out, so I saved up some cash and was able to buy it around Christmas time. But I wanted to finish the game I was currently playing before I started a new one. And it is pretty funky how... So, Vengeance adds a new story route or whatever, in addition to the original. But instead of taking the Persona route, where for stuff like Persona 4 Golden and Persona 5 Royal, where you unlock the new content by doing certain stuff during the playthrough, SMT5 Vengeance instead seems to, during the opening cutscene, you get a certain choice that wasn't there in the original game, and that choice either sends you on the Canon of Creation, which is the base game, or the Canon of Vengeance. Demonic Eye Blockers, those are the glasses for Taiga. And yeah, after you make the choice, then the game tells you, oh yeah, this is you choosing the story route. And then it also is very nice and gives you the option to just go back and choose the other one if you want to. I chose the Canon of Creation since I want to at least beat the regular game before going down the Vengeance route. And I know that the older Shin Megami Tensei games have multiple endings based on like your alignment chart or whatever, based on the decisions you make throughout the story. So I assume that SMT5 will also have that. So far, I'm just trying to be a decently good person in my playthrough. I know that for one of the older SMT5 games, I'm pretty sure, in order to get like the best ending, which was like the true neutral ending, you would have to balance out your like good and evil points or whatever. Those like each for like lawful and chaotic points. Those like each decision you gave would tip the scales, either like give you like an unseen number of points towards being lawful or points toward being chaotic. And again, it's unseen, so you don't know how much each choice matters. But then, so to get the neutral ending, you need to balance them out like within a certain margin. If you think Adam's lawful points being positive numbers and chaotic points being negative numbers, then it'd be like, oh, +5 for lawful and like, oh, -6 for this chaotic decision. Then you would have like -1 total, so it would be slightly chaotic. Trigger code Delta. We obtained the Cipher Key. If you want to keep exploring, I'll be right here by your side. With this, we're good to go. But so, from my understanding, in order to get the true neutral ending, you not only have to balance your points within a certain margin, but then at the ending, you have to make a lawful choice for the final decision. And if you don't, then you get like an instant bad end. So you need to already be like slightly chaotic leaning, otherwise that lawful choice will put you on the lawful ending, or whatever. Let's return to campus. We got the Cipher Key and we got a level up. But yeah, I forget which game that is. It might be SMT4, or it might be the first game, but I do not remember, because I played a couple minutes of SMT4. I got like into the first dungeon and bought some stuff, and then I decided that I didn't really feel like playing it. I might go back to it one of these days, but for now I'm not. Save our progress. But yeah, so I assume that SMT5 will still have multiple endings based on alignment, so I'll try and get a couple of those. For no real reason, I head to the chapel where I encounter a man dressed in green. Dan. Sorry about yesterday. I do think the fact your wound did not threaten your life is a silver lining, however. I think helping others is good and all, but don't you think using command seal is maybe going a bit too far? I've never seen Castor act so timid. I guess there are people in the world that'll cow even her. Yes, I have been questioning my actions as well. To use one of the 3 command seals given to me to help my enemy of all things. Command seals. 3 irrefutable commands given to all masters in the Holy Grail War. If it's within the rules, they will guarantee that an action is performed, whatever the cost. But it was the right thing to do. Also, I'm here on behalf of Her Majesty the Queen. It has been a long time since... No, this is the first time the fight has been for personal reasons. As a mere soldier, I'd have praised Archer's actions. As a knight, I must condemn them. And as I did, I could almost feel as if the spirit of my wife approved and was proud of me. It's the same story every old man has. It's been so long I've even forgotten the sound of her voice. It's an obvious truth. As a soldier, one is required to abide by military regulations. There are no allowances made for even one such as myself to go beyond what is permitted. You should take care too. The ends don't always justify the means. Regret is an insidious thing. If you let it will blind you to the future and all it holds. So know this, young man. I will never condone any conduct that would stain my conscience. Nothing more came from what seemed to be an apology of sorts. And beyond the journey itself, the path to the Grail lies in dignity and self-respect. It's odd that I'd speak like this to you. You'd do well to laugh at the musings of this old man. With that said, the old man closes his eyes. It'd be the worst form of bad manners to disturb him while he's praying. It'd be better if I just leave. Evening. Ah, Master, isn't today the day that Ronnie Girl was supposed to read the stars for us? This is a great chance to get an added advantage, and it'd be stupid to waste it. Lucky us. Let us away. Oh yeah, I like BLTs, but we don't always have bacon in the house. So instead I've gotten used to just having LTs, just lettuce and some cut up cherry tomatoes on some bread with mayonnaise. Good day. I see you've brought something of Sir Blackmore's, as I had requested. I give you my thanks. You brought it at the right time, as I can read Sir Blackmore's star today. She said she wished to learn more about people and humanity in general. But still, I wonder if what I am doing now is really okay. As a master, I feel uneasy having another master help me, especially as we might have to fight one another. My professor's words are my guide. He told me specifically to learn about humans. So please put your mind at ease. You have nothing to worry about from me. Learning more about Sir Blackmore will help your cause as well, correct? With her mechanical reasoning, Ronnie examines what might be Archer's arrow. She mumbles and then nods in understanding. With this, brushing the object softly with her fingers, Ronnie closes her eyes and turns her face to the sky. The fate of which the stars speak. You can learn many things if you simply open your mind. The star which governs Sir Blackmore's servants shines brightly in the heavens today. To be honest, I have no clue as to what astrology is or what it's supposed to accomplish, but she claims that today certain portents can be read in the stars. And I believe that she can see things about his servant. Astrology? I'm pretty good at it, but she seems to be an astrologer of the highest order. But I really want to know more about this professor person. Maybe she will tell us more about him. Well, maybe this isn't the time to indulge my curiosity. We need to focus on that Archer for now. I find myself in a forest. It's deep, dark. Running her hand along Archer's arrow, the now entranced Ronnie begins speaking in a quiet tone. An incredibly dark color, at times a harbinger of infamy, a life spent in darkness. Admiration mixed with trepidation, the color of the solitary path he walks. His green-clad form blends in with the forest. He snipes his enemies from the shadows. It seems that the servant's way of life created a noble phantasm that would conceal him. A life that consisted of cowering in the darkness, shooting his enemies from afar. It seems totally at odds with Dan, who would fight with dignity and honor. I agree. I think that there must be some sort of longing hidden deep within his soul. The desire to live an honest life, out in the full light and warmth of the sun. I rack my brain trying to think of a hero out of legend who would fit such a description. I start with those who are heroes because they were named so, although that'll take a while. Well, I'm definitely not a hero. Hatefully cute, awesome wife, definitely. I feel bad for him. I wonder if the legendary soul I find myself allied with shares the same bleak history. As I try to follow this line of thought, Ronnie begins to speak again in the same quiet tone. This may not be the one that I am searching for. To say clearly, I am not sure though. Longing is the reason for this fissure. This is something told by my professor, part of humans that I understand. I can feel him deep within the second floor of the arena. Maybe you should talk to him directly. Okay, Menyo. After lowering her head in a bow and thanking me again, she once again turns her eyes to the sky. A mismatched cog. I wonder if I'll mesh with anything, with my servant, with all that's happening around me. Oh yeah, so Noble Phantasm. So Archer, it seems like he has two Noble Phantasms. The U-Bow, Holy Bow, Supplication, and then he has a second one, which is the Invisibility one. Rin saying Blackmore's tough. But yeah, servants can have multiple Noble Phantasms. Generally limited to like 2 or 3 at most. A lot of them only have 1. And yeah, technically speaking, their Noble Phantasms are in addition to like special skills they have, like during the Saber route we had Saber's Noble Phantasm, Astis Domus Aurea, which was a skill that was basically a pseudo-reality marble, where she created the Golden Theater. Another category of Noble Phantasm is the weapons that servants use. So Archer's bow, the U-bow, is another Noble Phantasm, and that's the attack that he uses, the Noble Phantasm attack that he uses in battle. Also a person in the church. But yeah, the Saber from Fate Stay Night, which is a different character than Fate Extra Saber, has, I believe, 3 Noble Phantasms that I can think of. And that game does have like a list that shows you like all the servants' stats and their background info and the Noble Phantasms as you learn them through the story and all that. So it is very clearly defined as Noble Phantasm. There is Excalibur. There is... Oh yeah, the Saber from Fate Stay Night is King Arthur, by the way. Sorry. Yeah, so there's Excalibur. Boom, Strength Rank C. Yeah, there's Excalibur, which is the first Phantasm. There is Invisible Air, which is the second Phantasm. And then there's Avalon, which is the third Phantasm. And for those who don't know, Avalon is the land of fairies in Arthurian legend, but also it's the name of the scabbard of Excalibur. And it's also said that the scabbard does link to, like, is a door to Avalon, the place, as well, which is one of the reasons that it has the name, that the scabbard has the name Avalon. But Avalon, the scabbard, gives King Arthur his eternal youth and immortality. And then in legend, Arthur was only defeated when the scabbard was stolen. Yeah, so we could get up to 42 magic. But we'll go to C rank strength for now, and see how much that improves our damage, because we were doing about 110 before, so we'll see. We'll see, because it's C rank strength. Strength ranking has increased. How do you, Master? You've given me the best gift of all, a level up in your love. What? No need no alteration. Oh yeah, so the Ozaki sisters there. They talk about how, yeah, they're here to look for stuff. They're each here for different reasons, but yeah, they're both here looking for stuff, and then they're gonna be leaving once the Grail War's over. And then, yeah, in the sequel, I'm just thinking of it now, yeah, they just aren't in the sequel. They never get brought up, I'm pretty sure. Which is interesting for multiple reasons. One, because they are cameo characters, I believe from the game Witch of the Holy Night, which is another game in the Fate series. Oh, that poor man. Coming to the chapel in remembrance of his wife is just so tragic. He might be a good guy after all. I still have every intention of beating him to a pulp, though. Having to fight someone like him is so depressing. Let's go before I start crying. Well, I share Caster's feelings about Dan, and glad that it hasn't affected her will to fight. Well, I suppose we should head to the arena now. But yeah, the guy that makes these games, Kinoko Nasu. Yeah, he also made Witch of the Holy Night. Well, I believe he made it, but I know it's part of the extended Fate universe, alongside Tsukihime plus some other stuff. And yeah, that game is where you meet the Ozaki sisters, I think. And then apparently they show up in like a bunch of other Fate games. But yeah, I haven't read Witch of Holy Night yet, so this is the game that I know them from.
Master, they're here. The second floor is lousy with the sense of their presence. Now that they've been penalized, we should at least try to attack them, right?
Oh yeah, move. Let us go. Full. If I remember, they're up in the room, the ramp that led up to the trigger. Okay, let's see how we do. Okay. We're doing decent damage. I think the bees have the lowest defense on this floor, and I believe we were doing about 140 damage per hit against those guys. So I'll see if I can find one of those real quick right over here. Insanity. And yeah, it seems like we are pretty consistently seeing that, yeah, our damage goes up as our combo meter increases. Which is nice. Oh, they aren't there. Are they in front of the exit? Yep, they are. Okay, there we go. They're standing in a room someplace. It looks more spacious than normal. A slender man clad in green and the knight he serves. It's Dan and his servant. What do we do now, boss? They did appear right in front of us. With a hand on their weapon, my servant squints their eyes upon hearing Dan's and Archer's words.
We appear? I was going to say the same about you. You're the one who's been sneaking around like a mouse.
You all want to talk. Who is the one creeping around like a rodent right now, huh?
Even when you were a living hero, you hid in the shadows so often that you can no longer fight in the sun. Ah, I see. Maybe you're jealous of that old man and are trying to be like him, appearing openly like this.
Castor's words seem to take Archer totally by surprise, as if her words touch on the enemy's very core. For a moment, his normally calm demeanor became incredibly flustered.
Whatever could be the matter? If you don't hide soon, I'll torch you with the light of the sun.
Archer's eyes shine with evil intent. As he reaches under his cape, I fear he may unleash his noble phantasm. I will hide myself just as you asked. Now experience the slaughter of the Sherwood Forest. Calm yourself, Archer. Your behavior is completely out of character. Yeah, I know. Sir Boss Man, your request is kind of a pain in the ass, you know. You do realize who I am, don't you? Asking you to fight to the toe. Are you drunk or something? Huh, I really don't get it. If you take away the element of surprise, what else is there left for me? My looks, maybe? My sweet, handsome face? Alas, its powers only work on simple village lasses. You wish to complain? Is your prowess as a hunter so dependent upon the power of the baseless king? No, well, I mean, even I get nervous around that, okay? I do have pride in my archery skills, though. Then fight with that in mind. A sniper such as myself would know more than anyone else about your skills. And what I know would send chills through most people. I have confidence in you, Archer.
It's not like I have a choice. I disapprove of all of this, but I will obey. He is my master, after all. Fortunately for me, my opponent is a mere chick. I rarely attack directly, but it shouldn't matter in this case. A baby bird? Really? Master, I think there's something wrong with his ears. I just heard something that's beyond moronic. Huh?
Of course there's something wrong with them. They're freaking huge. I've never seen a foxtrot before.
Ah, I was just struck with a thought. I will never get along with Green Boy.
I was thinking the same about a certain overgrown fox. Your master is a rookie. Clear enough for you?
I get it now. It's not my ears that are at fault.
with that diseased lump you call your brain. I thought so. Or did you intend for your pathetic mewling to be some kind of riotous joke? I was hoping for a bit more sincerity in your sarcasm. Seriously, is Bird and Fox the best you can do? But considering your position as self-proclaimed pseudo-hero, maybe being imaginative is beyond you. Goddamn Fox. Then again, I was always pretty good at hunting down foxes. Sorry, but this is where things get serious. Cry and beg all you want, I won't forgive you. Is that so? I pity weaklings like you, but if that was a joke, I'd only leave you half dead. If you were even 1% serious, I'd never forgive you. I think you need to die. Now. I'm turning you into a pincushion right now. It's been a while since I've hunted such an interesting game. Matrix, level 2. So yeah, Archer here, he loves defending. I forget his pattern, but I do know his tendency of defending. And at the end here, I will heal. Guard. Attack. Guard. 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 Oh yeah, we would totally be able to actually beat him right now. Within the 3-turn limit. I think if I leveled up Caster's magic properly before we came here, then yeah, we would totally have enough power to knock him out. And if we didn't, we could always get a couple more levels from fighting stuff earlier in the round. Yeah, that would be interesting to see. And let's see, we have 208 MP, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can do 6 spells. Since they all cost 30. Oh, we might die. Okay, we're good. Okay, we will use a remedy to heal the poison. Okay, yeah, it does heal poison. Then, let's see, we'll use Frigid Heaven. Yeah. Okay, there we go. This probably won't do a ton of damage since we can't break through his guard yet with it. So yeah, only 37 against guard. Plus we haven't upped our magic stat, so it's still only 19. Yeah, it's 70 on a regular hit. Get prepared for that number to go up to like a few thousand or whatever once we start leveling up properly. I just hope he doesn't use an attack skill, otherwise we may be dead. Okay, he didn't, because we stunned him. Yeah, I was playing a bit too loose, I'd say. I should have probably used the skills more throughout the battle, but whatever, we survived. I'm tired of this. Really, this whole deal is totally a waste of time and effort. I will not allow vulgar and petulant language, Archer. As my servant, I wish for you to behave as a knight. You are sure suffocating, Mr. Bossman. I know, foul play and stuff is a no-no. Jeez, cut off my arms and legs already. Ever heard of these things people have called personalities? Well, if I have to, the best archers can shoot with their teeth. Pretty hardcore. Alright, I'll be your knight in shining armor. I'm not so hot at being a knight, but I'm not too bad with a lance. Excellent spirit. You're already en route to the next battlefield. Do not let your focus sway. They finally went away. That was really tough on me, though. Once we're sure that Dan and Archer have left, Caster relaxes a little. A small smile forms on her lips. Did you hear, Master? He spoke of where he was from. Sherwood Forest. That woman, Ronnie or whatever, her astrology reading was extraordinary. She was right on the mark. Also, Dan mentioned a fairly important keyword, the Faceless King. With this new info, I think I'm closing in on Archer's true name. I should look into this more when I return to campus. But yeah, I believe Faceless King is Archer's second noble phantasm, which allows him to turn invisible. Oh, okay, let's see. We'll want to kill some stuff to level up. We'll also glance at the information matrix real quick. Sherwood Forest. Tyranny of John. Okay, let's go. Oh, the agility stat is a very funky one to think about. Agility does two things in this game. One, it increases your minimum damage. So, generally your attacks do a slightly random amount of damage. Like, my attack's doing from like 110 to 120 on these first hits. And agility increases the maximum. Increases the minimum damage that you can do. I believe that if you level it enough, then it will also increase the maximum simultaneously. But the baseline is that it stabilizes your damage numbers. But in addition, its second effect is that it increases your skill speed. So when you and your opponent both use a skill at the same time, whoever has the higher agility stat will have their skill go off first. Unless it's a reaction skill, in which the reaction skill will always activate second or whatever, or I guess depending on the type of reaction. It's weird and all that, but yeah. It's mainly if you and your opponent both use attack skills at the same time. Then whoever has the higher agility will use the skill first. There we go, level up. But yeah, so, oh, here we go. We got all 6 fish fight levels, or whatever. Yeah, agility both functions as a second strength stat. And also helps with magic slightly. Well, with your attacks slightly. Caster doesn't really need it because of the way Caster's skills work. As we'll see later, we'll get some skills that are very useful. But it's still all good. There's one skill in particular that I'm thinking of that's extremely useful. It'll still be a decent hit before we get it, I think. I don't remember when we get it. I know our next skill that we're getting, Charm Spirit Theft, is one of the most important ones that Caster has. And we've killed a decent number of stuff, and let's see. Yeah. At the start of next episode, I'll probably go to the arena and then just skip until I get, cut the video till I get a level. So yeah, I'll leave that for tomorrow. For now though, return to campus. We managed to survive the day, my dear master. Yeah, she even sleeps in a dogiza. The full bow thing. We got everything. Dan Blackmore. Save our progress. I think that'll be it for today. Actually, I guess I'll start the next day. And then I'll stop it. You look anxious, Master. Caster is so perceptive. When I glance over, she looks genuinely concerned about me. It's fine. I'm not going to let that backward scoundrel get the best of me. See? You'll be fine because you're with me, Master. Her smile makes everything alright. I can't help believing her when she says things are fine. But there's still something I need to ask her. Will she use her noble phantasm? If you'd like to see it. But I don't need it to deal with this guy. Do you believe in me, Master? I have to say it. Your ears are cute. Huh? Okay. That's not what I mean. But I'll do my absolute best if you'll believe in me, Master. Can I ask you a little favor? If you win, please, praise me. After talking to Caster, I feel like all the butterflies in my stomach have disappeared. I wish I could bottle this good feeling and take it to the battle tomorrow. For now, though, I'll finish my preparations. I was feeling conflicted because in that moment, like that type of decision in another game would net you like positive or negative points with the character of your choice. But oh yeah, we're finishing up now. But yeah, thankfully, because I know how the relationship system in this game works, those day-to-day choices don't affect anything. It's only when the choices during my room segments. Really? But yeah, in that moment, if you're in that situation in real life with Caster, then you should probably say, I believe in you. Show her genuine affection rather than simply complimenting her appearance. That's Micah's dating advice for the day. I'll see you all next time with the smooth jazz. Hope you have a great day. Bye. Bye.